Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. No, look, I got a lot of compliments on just, being different. They're like, look, this guy's so different. It's like everyone else is cool and this guy's not. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you for following me. Thank you for being so kind. No, I really do appreciate, I try to, first and foremost, no matter what you say, I try to stay calm. Because I'm like, I don't understand how everyone speaks. I know everyone uses words slightly differently. So I think language is kind of confusing, if you ask me. But I wanted to show you my brand new car that I got, or that my wife bought me. Look, I had a 350. Never in my life did I think I would get a 370. No, what is this one? This is the just Z. It's called the Z. Gosh, get it straight, man. Homeboy Willie. Look, I haven't been called Homeboy Willie in a long time, okay? Then we also have a new a new member of our family. We got him at IKEA. Shout out to Finland, Sweden, Netherlands, one of those Finns. Shout out to IKEA in the country where, no, it's really cool actually. When you go into IKEA, I love that. It's like you're going into like 50 different houses just to see like how people like set up their homes. But those wheels are sweet, guys. Don't sleep on these cars. Look, that katana blade. Gosh, guys. Nissan, I've always been a lover of Nissan. My mom had a Nissan Sentra. Dude, there's so many Nissans I think was cool. When I was in high school, I wanted a 200 SX, the 4-door. It was like a 1.4 liter manual. Dude, shout out to, I think it was Hayward. No, Sunnyvale. Anyways, I wanted to test drive that car, but the battery was dead. I was like, dude, I loved, the Sylvia, the 240 SX. Dude, I dreamed about that car. I'd walk by the dealership in Millbrae. Shout out to anyone from Millbrae. Shout out to Emma Chamberlain. Look, I know that Nissan dealership was tiny. It was just like you could fit one car inside the showroom and then like 5 cars like out in the front. I'm exaggerating, but that's what actually I love about the Bay Area. Is like you could have like a store and maybe sell like 4 things. No, but it's cool. Look, I think if you understand or you don't. Or you're like me and you're just looking around at everything and just in awe of how amazing life is. Because, I think I'm just speaking from my personal experience, when you start moving past like right and wrong, left and right, I'm like, look, I say politics used to be 2-dimensional. You could go left and right. And then they invented 3 dimensions and you can move backwards and forwards. Okay, I love playing. Because like some people get so invested. I'm like, look, I'm invested in, I'm invested in, I was just gonna say I'm only invested in humans, but I'm invested also in tech, okay? The merger. I don't think we can go back. Can we? I think there's gonna be a lot of people gonna try to like say, look, we're gonna, look, I'm trying to, I want a cassette player, but I'm like, look, I don't know if we're gonna be able to go that far back in the technical field. I think we're kind of married to technology at this point. We're putting everything, digitizing it. I'm like, look, guys, is this good or bad? I think we should keep hard copies, in my opinion, of just, information. I think scribes are important. I think it's important to move everything to digital form. But me, just me, look, me as a humble student of philosophy for over 3 decades. I say, look, I appreciate and love technology. I'm slowly learning how to use a cell phone. Shout out to Nextel. But I think we should maybe also scribe everything. We should hire scribes. Maybe what if there are robots? I haven't seen this yet. Robots that write books. Like so they can, no, by hand, I'm saying. So that way we can still keep that alive. So we use technology. I would appreciate watching that. I'm gonna buy a robot or build a robot and then have him like write stuff down. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back, okay? I'm starting my first lesson here. I wanted to bring you within my, I call this this used to be a circle. It's a use of force wheel. I just remember that, but I don't know what this is. But look, even on here it says, first lesson. No, basic commands. Okay, here, look guys, there's basic commands here. Learn how to use my equipment. And the first piece of equipment I gotta learn how to use is my body. Use it correctly. Okay, my son woke up, but here, look. Okay, this is the future of my channel here. Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on, don't go anywhere. I just wanted to say hi. And then, I want to build a robot, and then he'll have a pen, and then he can write stuff. And then he'll write books for me. I'll just tell him stuff, and he'll just like write it out. I think it'd be cool. So shout out to anyone who's watching. We're slowly building a robot. Shout out to Shifting Gears. We're playing the long game with Jeff Bezos. We're building our robots too. I think it also comes down to like, shout out to Yanni Pappas, and Skunks. Be like, yo, don't be stepping up in here, guys. Watch your roll here, dogs. We might light you up. Okay, that's chemical and biological warfare. Don't get it twisted. Okay, chemical warfare. I don't think people realize that some of the things that come out of the rear end of human beings is very deadly, okay? I'm about to arrest everybody for war crimes. That's right, every person on planet Earth, you're carrying a chemical weapon on you, but you didn't know that. Geneva Convention says that's illegal, okay? About to arrest you for farting. Yes, you got that. I'm just messing around. But shout out to Jeff Bezos. We're building a robot too. We're making it out of wood, so it's like, how do they say? Biological? It has cells and stuff. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. Thank you, I love you. Thank you guys for letting me come here. Practice my stand-up on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being able to enjoy it. So just hang loose there, guys. Love you. Have a blessed day.